Honorable Speaker, with regard to business scheduled for Tuesday next week, the House is expected to undertake the following business. 1, the second reading of the following bills. 1 is appropriation bill of 2026. 2 is a finance bill of 2026, if public participation will have been concluded on this bill. 3 is a sovereign wealth fund bill of 2026. 4 is the Central Bank of Kenya Amendment Bill of 2026. 5 is the Kenya Revenue Authority Amendment Bill of 2026. 6 is the Plant Protection Bill of 2025. And 7, the Competition Amendment Bill of 2026. And just to remind the Chair Finance and the Chair Agriculture that we are still waiting for them to table the reports of those two bills. That's the Plant Protection Bill from the Chair Agriculture and the Competition Amendment Bill from the Chair Finance. Two, Honorable Speaker, there will be committee of the whole House on the following bills. The consultations were coming from the corner where the Honorable Mwengi Mutuse is seated. And when there's a cabinet secretary or cabinet secretaries in the House, you never know what Mwengi Mutuse could be planning. Honorable Speaker, I was on the committee of the whole House on the following bills. 1 is the appropriation bill of 2026, and 2, the Fisheries Management and Development Bill of 2023. Honorable Speaker, debate will also be undertaken on the following motions. 1, report on inspection visit to the East African Science and Technology Commission and the East African Health Research Commission. 2 is report of the Kenya delegation to the 151st Assembly of the Interparliamentary Union, IPU, and related meetings. 3 is a second report on the status of reports on petitions and resolutions. 4, report on consideration of a petition regarding the proposal to amend the Consumer Protection Act. 5 is report on the audited financial statements of selected state corporations in the roads and transport sector. And 6 is the 8th report on audited financial statements of 6 state corporations. In conclusion, Honorable Speaker, the House business shall reconvene again on Tuesday, 16th June 2026 to schedule business for the rest of the week. And I wish to lay this statement on the table, Honorable Speaker, and as I have indicated, Honorable Speaker, today the House business had approved. Within the next 10 minutes, the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury and Economic Planning, the Honorable FCPA John Mbadi, EGH, to make his pronouncement on the budget highlights and revenue-raising measures for the national government for the next financial year. Honorable Speaker, I'm re-emphasizing that, Honorable Speaker, because I know, Honorable Speaker, you are a senior counsel. And your predecessor, the Honorable J.B. Muturi, was not a senior counsel. But I know also the former Vice President, Kalonzo Musyoka, is said to be a senior counsel. And I saw them yesterday, Honorable Speaker, purport together with other people out there, that the Cabinet Secretary was coming to read out the budget. You know, Honorable Speaker, I wondered, least of all, I can forgive Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, because the last time you held public office was under the old constitution. And therefore, he's still living in the past of the old constitution, where cabinet secretaries would come and read budgets to the country. But for the Honorable J.B. Muturi, my friend, who sat in your place as a speaker, under this new constitution, and knows very well that the cabinet secretary does not come here to read any budget. We have in fact concluded with the budget estimates. All that remains is for us to consider the appropriation bill that I've just read here, which we will consider next week. And all the cabinet secretary is coming to do is to come and give his public pronouncement or his statement on budget highlights and revenue-raising measures. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I would urge the country to forgive these people. In their confusion, they are still living in the past. That is why, Honorable Speaker, we tell them, if you live in the past, you cannot forge or fashion an agenda to move the country forward. As we welcome the Cabinet Secretary, I took liberty, Honorable Speaker, to inform those confused leaders out there to stop living in the past, to come to the present world under the new constitution, where Parliament and indeed the National Assembly is one with the power of the past. Finally, Honorable Speaker, because I have listened to them, in their desperation, they are all telling the country, let us reject the finance bill. None of them has come out to tell Kenyans what particular clause in the finance bill do you have a problem with. But unlike in 2024, Honorable Speaker, when Kenyans largely did not understand that following public participation, a report will be tabled here by the chair of the Finance and National Planning Committee, and many of the concerns that Kenyans have raised, they can wait for that report next week, and they will see the Finance and National Planning Committee has taken into account the concerns of the people of Kenya. And we shall amend the finance bill and pass a finance bill that is in the best interest of the people of Kenya and not to serve the political interests of those confused people who don't even know whether we are reading budgets or making public pronouncements. Honorable Speaker, thank you for that.
Next, 2 minutes or 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to add my voice to what the majority leader has said. Mr. Speaker, I know we are in the era of misinformation and disinformation. But Mr. Speaker, when that misinformation is coming from high level, senior members of the society, some of them who have been speakers in this house, Mr. Speaker, then it is worrying. Mr. Speaker, I heard the former speaker saying this is the first time a budget is being read when the president is not around. The last president who attended this house when we were reading budget was Mwai Kibaki, Mr. Speaker. Under the old constitution. Looks like these people don't know what's happening in the country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think they have no agenda to tell Kenya, so they are scavenging for anything. Even when the president travels is a problem to them, there's a minister in charge of treasury who should come to the house and read the budget, not the president, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, secondly, who is an expert? Mr. Speaker, secondly, they have spoken about the finance bill. First, they said that the finance bill has a clause that says all freehold titles will be changed to leasehold titles. That lie has been demystified. Now they have nothing else to say. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, I want to remind the House and Kenyans that the person who's coming to read the estimates today is a former chairman of ODM. Can you repeat after me? ODM. Can you repeat after me? ODM. Thank you very much.
Order, honorable members. Order. Junet, you are out of order for conducting an illegal choir on the floor of the House. Honorable members, order. 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 Honorable members, for avoidance of doubt, the point made by Honorable Junet and Honorable Ichung'wah, the President of the country is under no obligation to attend Parliament on the day when the Cabinet Secretary for Treasury and Planning comes not to read a budget, but to make a statement and give to the country his revenue-raising measures. Indeed, if the President chose to come, which he can, he will sit in the Speaker's row. He will not sit where I'm sitting, where he comes to sit to address the House. So there is no such thing as a crisis because the President is out of the country. Budget is a preserve and an activity of National Assembly, exclusively. Exclusively. Next order.
Order number 8, motion. Report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Services Bill, Senate Bill number 12 of 2022. Question to be put and that reading.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Honorable Kainan, take your seat. Honorable members, Honorable Muliro. Honorable members, I'll now put the question at order number 8, which is that this House do agree with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Services Bill, Senate Bill number 12 of 2022. As many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover. Justice Kimani, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. On behalf of the Chairman of the Agriculture Committee, I beg to move that the Agricultural and Livestock Extension Bill, Senate Bill number 12 of 2022, be now read a third time.
I also request Honorable Susan Ngu